Hey everyone, Dillion here, Team PPG FOE. Got a deck profile for you here. So, I know you can probably all see this Beerus already in here, and I know this is new. So, this will have to be tweaked. So, the purpose of this deck list is I don't know how many of you have a similar mindset to me. When a set is about to end and we're going to get a new set, this is when I like to work in my fun decks, right? Kind of take that little competitive break until I start try-harding on the new set and go that route. So this is something that I kind of had sitting in my head, and I figured it'd be a fun profile to give to you guys. Something that not a lot of people are thinking about. Pretty fun deck to throw in at the end of the set. So this leader that I really like, doesn't see a lot of play. Cauliflaswarm on our front side. Once per turn, you can choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. Choose this card and all of your non-black battle cards that gain plus 5,000 power for the turn. When you awaken 4 life or less, draw 2 cards. So you self-awaken. You're going to get there quickly. Backside, same thing. And which swings you draw a card. So the interesting thing about this is if your opponent doesn't have a floodgate negate, like a topo, Violent Rays doesn't really hurt this deck. We swing right under it. If your opponent has like Topo, Baby Gohan, things like that, it stuffs the turn. But if they don't, you can take a life, give 5k, flip, take a life, give 5k again, give all your battle cards plus 10k. Obviously, you might not want to do that if you get hit with Violent Rays because now your battle cards are too strong, and it creates an issue. But the thing is, we're going to go really wide, really fast, and try to kill our opponent here. So, unison of choice that we have here. If it would lose a marker from an attack, you can kill any tokens instead. +1, add a card, up to 1 card from your life, so you don't have to add the life, and play with this on the token. If we get to 3 counters, which we won't always, but there's a possibility, choose all your tokens with original power of 10,000, and they become plus 10,000 for the turn, and then choose 1 card in your opponent's hand, discard it, so this is random. So if we give all our tokens plus 10,000, plus 5,000, plus 5,000, we got some big boys swinging. This, because we're a go wide deck, we don't want to keep getting hit with Topo and Baby Gohan, so we need some kind of counterplay to answer those, and that's why we're main decking Focus Breakthrough. Some people might say, why no red green Piccolo? The idea is we want to go fast, and if you can tell by the energy, we're going to be charging green. So this guy's interesting. 1 cost, swing. When he swings, you can add 1 card from your life to your hand. He gets plus 5,000, becomes a 10k, and you play a Child's Army token. So the idea is by like turn 2, turn 3 at the latest, we want our board mega wide, and this will just help spam it. Okay. Same with this. Only a 5k, but it's a free play. You play it for no cost. 5k blocker, and when you take life here, it becomes a 10k, and if you take life and flip, take life again, it becomes a 15k. So you can literally just play 4 of these for free. Give it 15k, now you got 4 15k bodies for 0 energy. Same thing with these tokens. You take a life if you're 5 or less, play a Sideman token, gets blocker for the turn. They only have 5,000 power, but same thing, you can double up, give 15. And also, you choose all of your tokens, which cost 10,000 power, so that doesn't do Sideman. Napa Super Combo comes into play. Now, this is interesting because with the leader ability, these become 15 or 20Ks, and now these Napas become some big boys to try to put pressure on. Chilled is just to get rid of things that we need to clear, and also if you get to turn 3, you can play 2 Child's Army tokens, make them 15Ks, make them 20Ks, make them 25Ks, make them 35Ks, and you see where I'm going with this. This is just another free play. If we get the nap on board, we can play this. Same thing, 10k, 15k, now it's a valid swinger. This is getting hit, so this little part of the package is going to get switched. You Bardock into Beerus and then boost that. This part of the package will need to be changed, but again, remember I said the purpose of this deck is to be a fun deck until the new set. So with that being in mind, this package stays for now. For another week or 2 until the set rotates out. So you play the Bardock, you draw 2, you discard from hand, you play the Beerus, you take a life, now that's a 25 and that's a 20, you take another life, that's a 25, that's a 30. Okay, and and that costs you 0 energy. This chilled. If your opponent has 2 or more energy, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. When you do it, you play 2 Chilled's Army tokens. Once per turn, you can place 1 card from your life in your drop area. Choose to use Chilled's Army tokens and get plus 10,000 block per turn. So you play this, 2 energy. It's 19. Play 2 Chilled's Army tokens. Take the life. Make the 2 tokens 20Ks. Take a life. Take a life. Now you've got 29K and 2 20Ks. Surprise attack freezes just in case you kill one of your opponent's battle cards, plays for free, and now you're looking at a potential 20, 25K crit. You're going to flood with so many things. Now, originally I had forgotten the ruling that you couldn't hit this with tokens, but even with the token ruling, we still have enough for Belmont to be good. So, even with us not being able to pop tokens for Belmont, I still think Belmont just stays in. Free body, 20K, potentially be a 30K. Blocker, kills a battle card. Triggers surprise attack Frieza. Even with the fact that you can't hit tokens like I originally was thinking because I forgot about the rule. Still a good play. We keep it in the list. I've always been a fan of this arrival. You don't have a lot of defense because you're so aggro. So this will help you kind of be a little bit more offensive. You combo the Nappa and you play this for 1 green because remember we're charging green. Activate battle once per turn. Place up to 1 card from your opponent's combo area in the drop area. Then choose up to 1 of your user cards or battle cards other than this card gets plus 5,000 power per turn. So it being activate battle, it really only works well on defense. Okay. Because your opponent combos, then you go reactivate. So it only really works good defensively, but the idea is it gives you a little bit of pseudo defense in the deck and another cheap body that becomes a 25 or a 30K. Charismatic Villain's actually extra good in the deck because you play it, counter their card, kill it, trigger surprise attack Frieza, take a life. Now this is 15, that's a 20K. So again, a lot of bodies, swinging very wide, very fast. A lot of fun. I like the blue SCR. Everybody knows I really like counters. So this, wait, I think I messed that up. Yeah, mono green or black. This has to come out of the deck. That's a mistake. So we'll actually change that right here in the video. So I think with that being said, what we do is we take that blue out. That was a mistake. And I think this being a fast one, change it to heroines. So I don't know how many deck profiles do this and just change on the fly. But that's what I'm doing. So there we go. Updated deck profile. Heroine's Lineage, only $48. I was going to do the Boo, and then I just realized while I was doing the video that she's not green. So we're going to do Heroine's Lineage as the SCR. Fairly inexpensive, fairly generic. Gives us a chance to survive on defense and then pressure our opponent on the crackback if we get that far. Technically, you could even just do it without an SCR, but I'm a fan of always having an SCR in the deck, and I feel like Heroine's Lineage is just that that cheap generic one that you could just slam right into any deck. So ideally, if you have a comment, the idea of this deck is to slam your board, get 5, 7 battle cards by turn 2, turn 3, take a life, flip, take another life. Now, do I think this is probably a regional winning top tier deck? No, but while you're sitting there and you're playtesting and you're trying to think of what to play in the meantime while you're waiting for the new set to come out, I think this is very viable. Now, I don't have a sideboard because I meant this to be for best of 1. Now, if you take this to a best of 1 regional, one of the strategies of best of 1, right, is catch your opponent off guard, right? Because let's say your opponent has the better deck, they're a really good player, but you bring this to the table in best of 1, right? I can tell you, I test with some good players, smart players, and even those guys, unless I already told them about this list or we're talking about it, you slam this on the table in best of 1 regional, you're going to surprise 90% of the players. They're not going to know how to play against it. they don't have a game 2 to adjust. So like a really good player, what are they going to do? Game 1's going to be wonky. It's going to be weird. They're going to learn what your deck does. Game 2, they're gonna know. Okay, this guy did this. I need to sideboard this, and I need to play like this to beat the deck. Well, in Best One Regional, your opponent doesn't get game 2, so you slam this in front of them, and you sneak out game 1 because they didn't know what the heck you were doing, and you got to win. They can't adjust. They can't get game 2 on you and tweak their deck and tweak their strategy. They've got to guess what you're doing from turn 1, know what you're doing, and if they play wrong, you kill them turn 2, turn 3, and you win the game. So if you wanted to try to take this to one of the Best One regionals, go for it. If you want to message me for advice on the deck, how to play it, how to build it, shoot me a message, say something in the comments, let me know. As always, keep an eye out for PPG, FOE, all of our content, all of our deck lists. I'll try to keep interesting things coming. Hopefully, if anybody actually plays this deck and likes it or does well with it in the regional, tag me, message me, let me know. I'm curious if anybody actually wants to play it or if I'm just crazy with this idea here. All right, have a good one, everybody.